Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Okay, let's talk about the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles are playing Russia in the friendly game today. It's an interesting game because our coach Chile has been building. He's been building, and I keep asking anybody they see progress. The only player that added to this camp in attacker is Boniface. In attack is Boniface. Osimhen didn't join them in this particular friendly. Maybe later on he will join, but he didn't join them again. But Boniface joined. It's going to be an interesting game again. What do you think will happen in today's game? We are playing Russia. Russia have not played any competitive game since the war against Ukraine started. So they have been playing only friendlies outside Russia. They have not played a game at home. So, but it's still a big team. I think Zinchenko plays for Russia, right? Okay, Ukraine. So I don't even know players that play for Russia again. But Nigeria is going to play them, and I think it's a good test for Nigerian Super Eagles to build their momentum for the qualification.
It's a good test. I want to see a better performance from the Super Eagles. You know, the Russian league used to be such a big thing a couple of decades ago. You talk about
today, yeah, 6 p.m. Yes.
Yeah.
6
so
p.m. today.
you talk about clubs, you know, the likes of players that came from that side. You talk about the Ashavin, CSK Moscow, Sofia. They are league joke. You know,
in the Cup Champions League, they see different from 30 years out.
And they tell you shots.
But things happen outside. This is what they are taking them out of the World Cup. They're taking them out of every top competition is politics. We don't deal with politics now. We talk about football. They've got great players, and I think they're working their way back into football system. Because you see their players, they export. You see them coming to play for different teams. And at some point, you feel like they wanted to suspend every athlete that has the title Russia to their name. I'm like, bro, nationality Russia. I'm like, bro, not be then they fight the war.
Simple.
So this politics you want to play now is just going to affect the system or the balance of things. And now you're seeing them fixing friendly games because they want to. So the national team does not just die down due to politics. Now play friendly games against teams that are outside of Europe helps them keep that team together and at least give them a performance of, if you are going to the World Cup, or use us to test yourself if you are good enough to qualify for the World Cup. And I think Nigeria is about on their way to the World Cup because I even still in doubt. We're not going to dwell on Russia, we're going to dwell in the Nigerian national team. We are still in doubt. But Boniface has been in Lagos for the past 1-2 weeks, TikToking around and doing other things in Lagos, chilling. I understand it's his holiday. He's giving the holiday to rest. But bro should have done better on the pitch. Yet now he's in camp now, trying to train and trying to get into fitness. And why don't add extra weight? Just like how we say Kevin Philip, they add extra weight when he come on for national team. And why don't add extra weight? Is he going to carry that weight and run for the Super Eagles? That's the question I want to ask.
But if you look at that game, we've been talking about Nigerian Super Eagles. We have all the attackers in the whole world. One of the best attackers, Boniface, Osimhen, Tella Black played the last friendly game. I don't think he's going to play this particular one. Have a whole lot of players, but we lack the midfield. That especially that number 10. I think we have more of CMs in this and all that, or them and all that. But if you look at Chile, I don't really see what he's playing. Even though people will not say that it's just 3 or 4 games he has played for Super Eagles, but this is a good test for him. After today, the next one is going to be important. But he needs to actually do well today to also see progress. We're still playing 3 at the back. I don't know if it's still the best formation for Nigerian Super Eagles, but I don't know.
The coach has what he wants to play, but I tell you, I think I saw the game against Ghana, then I saw the game against Jamaica, and the Ghanaian game, not bad. Even if they came back to score 1 goal at the end to make it 2-1, but the moment I saw that we couldn't defeat Jamaica, then I started having issues because, like you said, now I think Nigeria is blessed forward, but we are lagging behind. I think in our defensive capabilities somewhere at the back, we are still keeping some very very old players. We'll not be able to recruit and get new boys who are strong defenders. If you look at the whole of Europe, when you hear Nigerians, you see them in midfield, wingers, scoring goals. Where are the solid defenders? So we must still keep Trustekong and the likes of them is in that defense. I don't know why we didn't get Zaidu, the FC Porto left back to come up. I think I like that guy. I've seen him play. Zaidu. And our right back too, not bad. I think the center defense is our issue, number 1. Number 2, like you said now, Ndidi is off and on now because he wasn't even playing.
There are 2 players
he wasn't from Ndidi every time for I know, but not say as a coach you have to bring in gradually the guys, the old guard. Now our issue is number 10. I will always prefer if you're playing a certain Alex Iwobi, play him in number 10. But I don't know why we always like playing from the wing. The guy is a terrible winger.
Now they don't go wing go.
Put him in.
You already have Moses Simon. You already have Moses Simon.
You have already good winger. Simon, Lookman.
Now, according to report, now they say now this guy they always wrong go wing.
The problem is because even for Everton, he always plays on the wing.
He always he
not used to it. But I say, you're the coach, now you tell him where to play because that guy has an eye for a good pass and he can also score. So let the guys who can dribble play their job. Then the truth is, once the is back, Boniface will go to the bench.
Simple.
We have a good solid striker, tall big boy.
Aroko Dere that I just joined the team that I just go score.
Don't forget our guy that got injured in what do they call him? Nottingham Forest. He's not even there. Then Onuachu that played for Southampton. He's there was the top scorer in Premier League last season. So he was injured off and also we have a blessed array of strikers up front. The issue now is how do we play our defense? So today, if we're not careful with what I saw against Jamaica, Russia can beat Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay.
The Russian team is fast. They are very athletic.
Strong.
When the last time you saw Russia play?
It doesn't matter.
You know me. They play for league. They play for league. You get 5 of their players who play for Champions League this season. You get they play for other teams. They go just carry them across Europe, join them together, put one team, and they are very fast. So if I think the defense we've not really see the thing is Simi Ajayi and Truss Ekong. Yes. These are the two defenders they've not really found who to replace them with. Aside from these two, Simi Ajayi and Truss Ekong, you have Kevin Bassey.
Where is Tosin? Thank you.
Thank you.
He should be
for Chelsea.
That one.
Why not?
That one.
I agree with
Why not?
That one.
Bassey did a very fantastic job of Fulham.
No, that's what I'm saying now. Now this man wants to play a back three.
He's not going to work now.
And you want to play back three. Bassey they play right left back.
Yes.
So they play left centre back. Now you have only Bassey. For me, I'm not talking about another person. You have only Bassey as a credible defender.
Solid.
That's solid in that side. Ola right back. Now you're playing the back three, which means you convert him into right wing back. Now these are the only two defenders that are credible in different positions that you can play them in that team. The rest of the positions is makeshift because they did not hold. Now for the you have 5 replacements. I don't trust the other one. Yusuf, I don't trust him. Now in that same replacement, you have Frank Onyeka, who just finished his loan spell as Osborg.
Yes.
You have Bruno. So Onyedikachi from Belgium, like Bruno Onyemaechi, he plays as left back and he still plays in the midfield. Now you have these 3 players in that midfield. You have a problem because you need somebody who can come in and say, okay, fine, Ndidi is not available. Let me replace him. In the last AFCON, when Ndidi was not fully fit, you saw if Frank Onyeka do a better job in that defensive.
He should be a mainstay now.
He should have been, and Onyeka they like go forward.
Yes, that's the problem.
That's the problem. He doesn't sit with the defense.
In Brentford, he did that quite a lot. Yeah.
They always move forward. So you need someone that will say, okay, fine, go forward. But if Yusuf plays there, Yusuf can play that position. Now, if Yusuf plays there, he runs into reckless tackles.
And he can get card.
And he gets yellow card. Now, who plays with his head calm?
They should look for somebody. That's why he's the coach. We have an array of players to let him call them off now.
Yes.
Okay, let's say
players joke. It's just that the recruiting arm should be worked on.
Let's get a prediction for that game. Nigeria versus Russia. Who wins? Your scoreline and who wins in that game?
I think I'll give it to Russia 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
3-0 Russia. 3 what? 3-0.
No, so
I trust my boys to deliver.
John, waiting Nigeria do you?
Because of this. Because of the
I am not satisfied with the
Who's Jamaica? What are you talking about now?
Okay, now so what is your prediction?
Nigeria.
Okay, Nigeria
Draw.
win.
Yeah?
How can you say Nigeria draw?
Trust the boys to deliver their drawing.
Now they test. We are still testing.
Okay.
I'm seeing progress. I don't know what every other person is saying.
Okay.
It's a draw,
I'm not
2-2
seeing
draw, 1-1
progress.
draw.
Okay,
Me,
let's
I'm
see.
not
Nigeria
happy
will just
with that
win 1-0.
Jamaica result. I'm not happy with the standards we are seeing. We need better standards.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. That game will happen 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Russia will play Nigeria in that friendly game.